In this video, we'll learn how to articulate the casts using articulating pins, and we'll learn how to export them to be printed. Now, I could send these casts to the lab to be printed, but the occlusal relationship is not stable due to the lack of support of the mandibular missing teeth. So, now I will place articulating pins between the casts, which represents mounting the two casts on the articulator. In order to do that, I go to the Model Manipulation tab, go down to the Articulation Pins. Usually 2 pins are enough, but you could increase it according to the case. Here from the drop-down menu, I should select the cast to be articulated, which is the maxillary stone model and the mandibular stone model. Then I click Add, and these articulating pins appear. As you can see, the pins are far away from the cast, so I could select it, and from these arrows, make the pins closer to the cast, because this is all extra printing material. I could move it in all directions. I could even change the dimensions of the pin to make it narrower. The most important point is to notice that the bars are fully joined to the cast. So this upper one, it's okay, but the problem is in the lower. As you can see, it's a bit off. So we move the pin and the bar slightly anteriorly until it's okay. The same bar, I could reduce its thickness, move it up and down, or sideways. From the other side, if you notice, all the crown and bridge work is on this side. And this pin will interfere with the view. So we just select the bar and select the arrow and push it a little posteriorly. After I'm satisfied with the pins and their location, I go to Articulation Pins tab and click on Create Articulation Pins. Now, after the software has finished adding the pins, if we go to the Surface tab, we could see that the software has added 2 new surfaces. First, we had the mandibular stone model and maxillary stone model. Now, the software added the maxillary stone model with pins and mandibular stone model with pins. If we remove the visibility of the mandibular stone model with pins and look at the pins of the maxillary, you could see these projections. These projections will sit perfectly into the depressions of the pins of the mandibular stone model, giving us a perfect articulation of the two casts. In order to export the data to the lab, we could go to File, Export Data, or click Ctrl-E on the keyboard. This window will appear. First, here we have the exporting quality, which is either standard, high, or very high. This is according to your needs. Regarding the file formats, there are 2 file formats, OBJ and STL. Usually we select the STL. Here in the STL surfaces, here is a list of all the data that we have, that we imported, and ones that we have created. In order to select which data I want to export, I simply click the checkbox over here. So I could select the maxillary data, then I click export. Now I have to select the place on the hard where I want these data to be exported. Click OK, and that's it. Now we go to the place that we exported it to. These are the STL files. There is a program called ExoCAD Viewer. It's a free software. You can download it from the net. The benefit of it is if we double-click this STL file, it will open up in this viewer. And in this viewer, I could check the case before sending it to the lab. Another thing good about this program is if we select one STL file, then drag drop the other one, add to the existing scene, you'd see that the viewer will articulate both casts in perfect articulation, and I could check them before sending them to the lab.